Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Mariana, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you my collection of cross-stitch kits that I accumulated over the years of cross-stitching. Actually, it's not the whole pack of my patterns and kits that I have, because I have to leave some of my kits back at home in Ukraine. But right now, here in Italy, I have over 100 kits, so you'll have something fun and probably interesting to look at. But before we proceed, I would like to thank you all for such a warm welcome to the Flosstube. I'm so happy to find so many same-minded friends, I would say. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all. I hope I won't let you down. Uh, I would like to say that I'm gonna start the video with some of the smallest kits that I have. They aren't many. I have a few mill hills and a couple of Ukrainian produced or Ukrainian made kits. It's gonna be a brief show and tell introduction, because I have, as I already said, I have over 100 kits and I don't want to bore you for too long with them. In case you have any questions about any of those kits, if you want to learn some specific specifications, characteristics, or anything like that, just drop me a line in comments and I will answer them. Also, the probably the biggest part of my collection is a Ukrainian brand. It's called Nova Sloboda. I'm gonna show you a more detailed review of those kits because they have very interesting canvas as opposed to most of the kits. So that was a spoiler. Okay, let us start. So as I said, we're gonna start with the smaller kits. I have a couple of mill hills. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of mill hills. I have only two of them already finished. But what can I say? It grows on you. So I would like to start a few more, but maybe a little bit later. So the first one is Wenda's Wand. It's a Halloween classics, and I think this is a companion, Moonlit Kitties, and I've already finished the, probably it's called Moonstruck. I'll show you later when I'm gonna be sharing you with my roll of finished projects. So yeah. The next one is Sunflower Bouquet. Mm, I don't know, I wouldn't have bought it, but I've seen the finished product and it prompted me to acquire this one too. It's very vibrant. The only thing I don't like is the paper canvas. In some cases, I'm gonna be switching to plastic canvas because many times, in many cases, my projects are stashed in my secret place for over a year or many years. That's why the canvas become a little fried and tattered, and I don't really like that. But who knows? Maybe I'm gonna start and finish this one, or any other. The last one I have is espresso. Me myself, I'm not a friend. I'm not the I'm not a fan of espresso per se. I do love coffee, but I like lattes and cappuccinos more. I think that when I start and finish this one, I'm gonna make a present to my mom because she's a fan of espresso, like most Italians. This one is a Easter egg. It is Ukrainian brand called Wonderland Crafts. As you can see, it's not uh, floss stitching, but beads. I also have maybe one or two of those already finished, but I suppose that I left them in Ukraine. I wasn't able to take all of my cross stitches with me because they are many. Like, I've counted them, and before I moved to Italy, they were 260, and I think that over a year in Italy, I acquired another 50 or something. This one is a Christmas tree star. It is a mixture of floss stitches and beading. It is also the Ukrainian brand called Kolorova or Colorful. Um, this is a kind of it's a kind of a three-dimensional Christmas tree ornament because you have to. I have one of those done already. You have to stitch each part like this rectangular, and then these parts, and then these parts separately, and then you have to sew them together. Like, you have to pull across floss across and then secure it, so it's gonna be like three-dimensional, two-sided Christmas tree ornament. I was planning to finish it by this Christmas time, but no, it's still it's gonna be left in my treasure box for another year or so. This is also another Christmas tree ornament um, from yet another brand, which is called Crystal Art. I haven't tried any of those before, but I bought it anyway. I hope it's gonna be. It's supposed to come out nicely. I mean, the kit is packed with all of the with beading, metallic floss, and all the other decorative elements. They have more than those. These are just the two more examples that they have, but they have way more items to decorate the Christmas tree with. Um, this brand is called Inspiration. It is a butterfly magnet. I also done one of those already. I have it here, so I'll show it to you when I'm gonna be recording my finished projects. It's a beautiful butterfly, and it's also three-dimensional. When you put it somewhere like on the fridge, it looks exceptionally well. The preview, doesn't reflect the whole beauty of the kit of the kit. So this is the beads that comes with the pattern. One day, one day I'm gonna show you the finished result. This is yet one more of those three-dimensional Christmas tree ornaments. It is called, how is it called? I don't know how to translate it. Sorry. Um, yeah. Well, as you can see, that's the pattern of one of the parts. Like, each part comes with a different pattern. It's easy to stitch by in that order, so you don't get mixed with what to goes where. So yeah, as you can see, I don't have many small patterns. Most of my, like 98% of my kits are primarily full coverage. And I'm going to start with the kits that I have like only one piece or two pieces of the same brand, and then I'm gonna finish the video with kits that I have the most numerous kits from the same brand. So I'm going to start with this. I hope it's not gonna fall. Yes, it's falling. Um, this is a wedding towel. I'm not sure if you have those in Europe or America or anywhere else other than Slavic countries. It's like a traditional towel that the newlyweds placed in front of them when they go through the wedding ceremony. It's supposed to be a very beautiful piece. I've seen the photos of the ready design, but I still fear of starting it because it seems so intricate and complex. It also has I mean, as you can see, there are only two colors, white and gray, when it comes to the floss, but the beading is a little more versatile, I would say. The brand is called VOLOSHKA, or in English it would be cornflower. I have only one kit from the brand, the first one. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'll try it and I'll tell you later. Um, Another Ukrainian brand is called Чарівна Mить, but in English it would be Magical Moment. I have this is a beautiful bouquet called Sea Flavor. I have two companions to this one, but they are still back in Ukraine, so one day I'm gonna bring them back. One of the peculiarities of this one, I suppose, I'm not really sure. It's supposed to come with beading, or maybe just the French notes. No, it has a few beads, as you see in the middle of those flowers. It's a very vibrant bouquet. I do love all sorts of bouquets. It's probably one of my favorite themes in cross stitching. Another kit from the same brand, which is Magic Moments. It's a traditional Ukrainian, I would say, hut, surrounded by other traditional symbols. Um, it doesn't look as pretty on the preview, but it looks magnificent when it's done because it has a whole sort of different stitches incorporated. It's like it has Baroque stitches, beading, and something else. I haven't actually looked at it in depth because I wasn't planning to start it. As you can see, it's falling apart because the packaging isn't really nice, and it also has some beads, smaller and bigger beads, and it has a companion which is called Frosty something. Also has this one. Actually, I acquired this one first because the the palette is breathtaking. And then I acquired this companion, but for some reason I took this one with me, and the other one is left at home still. Um, Moving on. Well, this is not actually a kit, as you can see. I mean, it's not packed as a kit because when I was leaving, I couldn't take all of my kits with me. I had to pack two or three of them into these kind of folders. And this is yet another Ukrainian brand called Abris Art. And this is also like this cute window view. The preview isn't really of great quality, but you got the idea. And also in this folder, I've started to um, gather supplies for a multicolored process, and I have all the floss I need, but I'm still reluctant to start it because I have a fear of multicolored projects. I mean, they look exceptionally. This is gonna be this picture of Michelle Mercier. I don't know if you read or watched the movies about the Angelique. I don't know. This lady kind of captivates it captures my attention and captivates my mind. So I bought this pattern from one of the Ukrainian designers, and one day I should start it because it's beautiful and it deserves to be stitched. Moving on. Mm, um, the name of the original brand is just Lavender and Lace. It's probably the Angel of the Morning. I'm not sure. I don't have the original. I decided to buy the Chinese replica, not primarily because I don't like to waste time gathering the floss for the project, but it came with a canvas that is twice as short, twice as small for the pattern itself, because it's going to be like 50 by 70, so it's going to be a big project. But when I decide to start it, I'm gonna add a better canvas. Probably gonna paint. I'm gonna dye it myself, and so I'm gonna switch it. But it's a kit, so I decided to share it with you too. Um, Here's, I don't also know the original name of this beautiful bouquet. The original is from LUCA-S brand. I don't know why I didn't acquire the original, probably because it was too expensive and this kit costed like 10 euros, so I chose this one. Um, yeah, it looks like a mixture of too many flowers at once, but when you start stitching it, it becomes more clearer and it becomes better. I'm gonna change the canvas too because it's probably 14th count Ada, and or maybe I'm not gonna switch. I'm not sure yet because I was planning to stitch it in half stitch because it would be much faster. Well, I'm not sure yet. Uh, mm. As I already said, when I was leaving, I had to repack all my patterns. This is the original kit from RTO brand called Oriental Tulips. To tell you the truth, I once started this kit, but it was a self-gathered project. Uh, it wasn't coming out bad, but for some reason I had this thing in my head that I want to have an original, and I bought it. What makes it special? It's this. I don't know if you can see it. The canvas you see it looks like black, but it's not. It's chocolate colored canvas that you can probably acquire on its own. It just comes within those kits and it adds a special charm to the pattern. That's why I wanted to acquire the original made kit. And also there's another. Oh no, this one is through. Here I have two more patterns, original patterns from RTO, but for some reason, I don't know why I decided that I shouldn't take the previous with me when I was leaving Ukraine. They didn't take that much space. Why didn't I take them? I have no idea. I wouldn't be able to explain. Um, it's once again, these are two companion cross stitch kits. In my mind, at least, they are companions. I think that this is autumn. I love the watercolor paintings, that's why this one probably attracted my attention. And its companion, it's about the summer. So it looks like it's called, I suppose it's called Sea View also. Something like that. So yeah. Then comes probably one of the biggest ones I have in my collection. It is a map, ancient. I would like to stress that it's ancient map of the world. It's 66 by 46 and it is even wheel. It's not Ada canvas, it's even wheel canvas. It has so many details. Just look at it. And it has so much backstitch. I'm not sure how I'm gonna manage it, but in my mind, I have a huge library, and this picture is gonna be, it is gonna hang on one of the walls of my private library. So yeah. I have two more kits from this brand. One is this luxury luxury peonies bouquet. One of the peculiarities of this kit is that it has so many blends. I don't know, it probably has, I don't know, 25 blends. And that was the part that attracted me. Not like any other stitcher who probably I know that most of the stitchers hate backstitching and blends. I do love those types of stitches and ways of stitching. I don't know, in my mind, blends are something something unique, something that makes the cross stitch unique. I mean, as you can see here in one of the peonies, you can see the blends. Can't wait to start this one actually. Should have done it before, long time ago, but too many projects already. This brand is called, I don't even know how to translate it. It's Mary the Craftsmaker, something like that. I also have only two kits from this brand. This is the one with the poppies and another one with something else, but in the same style. And the other one is left back at home, still awaits to arrive. It's like a lady's shelf. It's like it has flowers, it has lipstick and bows and teacups and tea and whatever, and a love note. I actually haven't tried stitching one of any stitch from this brand, so I probably should do that sometime soon. I have only one original Dimensions kit, which is called Garden in Gold. I don't know, when I saw this cat and these flowers, I was mind blown. I mean, I was blown away. And I acquired it as soon as I could. So far, it is the only original Dimensions Gold that I have in my collection, but I have a couple of replicas. So I would say that I'm a fan of Dimensions. I do like their palettes, their combination of stitches, and the outcome is supreme. Um, this is one of the biggest, I mean, the hardest to show kits in my collection. It's also from the brand called Magic Moment. It's probably a replica of some famous painting, but unfortunately, I haven't checked which or whose painting this is. It's probably not the largest in size because it's probably 60 by 40, but the size of the kit is also 60 by 40. So takes up quite a lot of space, but it's magnificent. It also has a fascia of metallic floss in the pattern, and I would say that I love irises. I like these flowers. Actually, when we moved to Italy, we found somewhere some wild irises and we brought them home and we planted them in our garden and they bloom. So this tells you how much I love irises. Moving on. Um, This pile is gonna feature two brands, which will be RIOLIS and Magic Needle. In real life, I mean, actually, I have more than this small select number of patterns that I brought with me because I do love both of these brands. But here, I don't know, maybe I have 10 of each. This piece is called Still Life with Watermelon. It's the premium collection. I wanted this piece so badly that I ordered the floss. I found the digital pattern online and then I ordered the floss for this pattern. But then I decided that now I want to have an original one. I mean, it is like this fancy packaging. I don't know. I've been dreaming about starting it, but I haven't done it yet because somehow I want to have it in my stash for as long as possible. It's a complex feeling. Um, I see this piece as a companion to the previous one, to the Still Life with Watermelon. I don't know why, but in my mind they are companions, and there's also a third one. But instead of watermelon, there's a pumpkin as a centerpiece of that mm, pattern. This piece has kind of a, I don't know, maybe Georgian vibe because of the fruits or maybe because of the patterns of on the waist. That's very bright. Yet I've heard that it's quite complicated. Uh, it is stored in a once again in one of those folders, and it comes packed with replica for One Goes, Starry Night Over the Rhone. I also dreamt about this piece for a long while. Yes, I know it's gonna be difficult because you can see from the preview that it is complete confetti style, but it also has so many beautiful blends and it is stitched on 11 count, 11 or 10 count Ada. So that's gonna make it a bit easier. Yes, it's just magnificent. I mean, the preview never can show you the complete beauty of the picture that's gonna come out. Um, Following up is the underwater kingdom. Uh, I wouldn't say that it is the picture itself that attracted my attention. What attracted my attention was the thread, the floss. It's acrylic and it's so vibrant and it's so soft and so warm to stitch with. And of course, the amount of blends. When I checked the digital pattern for this kit, and I found out that it has maybe 20 or 30 blends, I was like, I must have it. So now I do. I mean, if you look closely, you can see those blends too. Though the stitches are a bit crooked. I haven't started it yet, but I hope that I'm gonna live till I'm like 150, so I'm gonna finish all of my started projects. I mean, all of us who stitch think that. Um, Another one. You probably have noticed that I have a pattern. I do like replicas for famous paintings. In this case, it is the cornflowers of the Leviathans painting. It is exceptionally beautiful, but also exceptionally difficult because it's once again the confetti. But on the bright side, it has some beautiful blends, so I'm not gonna be bored. I haven't started it yet again. It just Having it in my collection warms my heart. This kit is also it also comes with acrylic thread or woolen thread. By the way, I finished this one. It's a replica by Renoirs, and I have this kit by One Go, but I think it's back in Ukraine. I don't have it here. Coming up, it is a Chinese replica of RIOLIS's hydrangeas. If you ask me why I bought it, I wouldn't tell you. Probably because I love hydrangeas and I love the colors. So that's as much as you should know about this. And there's another kit stored in this folder together with hydrangeas, but unfortunately I don't have a preview, even though it is an original. It is French lavender, also by RIOLIS. It's one of the sorry dog fur. It's one of the classics of RIOLIS. It has French lavender, something about German something, yellow flowers, and there are also pink flowers by something Scottish, but I don't remember the actual name, so I'm not gonna be misleading you. But I have all of them with me. I brought the classics, the lavender, but I have the yellow and the pink ones at home. So one day, uh, this thick, not sick, but thick, folder has three kits in it. And we are moving on to another brand called Magic Needle. Um, this pattern is called the Bright Colors of Morocco. Yes, the layout with a bright forefront and a kind of blurry background is very appealing to me. I like it. It adds dimension and it looks absolutely stunning. But the colors, it's like it doesn't bother me that there are too many items. It never bothers me. Once again, I have a companion to this kit, but it's not with me, so once it arrives, I'm gonna show it to you. It's dedicated more to the oriental part of the world. This one, it's called Summer Morning. Actually, it kind of wakes up some memories in me because all the people who grew up in late 90s in Ukraine remember spending summers at the village with a lot of field flowers and raw fruit and vegetables grown by grandparents. So it has some some nostalgia tone to it. Besides, gift. It was a good gift to me from my mom. Well, she paid, and I mean, she picked the picture and paid so for it, and I'm gonna stitch it one day. Probably gonna give it to her as a present. Yeah. And the third one is called the Old Manor. It's one of the more up-to-date designs from the brand. Um, when this design came out, it came out with two more companions, and the moment I saw them, I wanted like all of them. But they are quite similar in the layout. The only thing that differs is just the types of flowers and the different colors. Uh, Otherwise, it's quite the same. So I decided when I finish this one, I maybe or maybe not acquire the rest of them. I am so to say attracted to the era of manners. Actually, it's like, I don't know, starting with 16th century back to probably late 18th. Um, I like the era, and you'll see that the theme of old-fashioned castle style pattern is gonna be seen through my collection. Another one. Well, I cannot pass by anything that has beautiful flowers depicted on it, and it was a design from Magic Needle, which is called "Good Morning, Honey." Mm, I don't know. There's something to it. It's not like, I mean, it probably is like many of the designs created by, if not Dimensions, then by Basila. But I like it, so I have it in my collection. Um, this pattern is called Tender May, but I would name it Tender of May. Um, it was one of the first branded kits in my collection. Um, I bought it maybe 4 to 5 years ago. Because when I started collecting kits, they were primarily Chinese replicas, because at that time the original copies, the original kits from brands seemed like too expensive at the time, and this was one of the first ones I acquired. It is one of the older designs by the brand, but it still looks exceptionally gorgeous. Just look at those bright butterflies. We arrive at Pumpkin Fest. This is, I think, that is a kind of a sampler in its nature, and I have also a companion to this one, but here we see more pumpkins, and the other one centers around bell peppers and tomatoes. That is still back in Ukraine. Country bouquet. I think that this bouquet features gladioli flowers, and I like them very much. When we lived in Ukraine, we used to grow. It's not like commercial growth of flowers, but we had a suburban house, and we had a small field there, so we bought a bunch of different types, and I don't know if you say brands. No, it wouldn't be brands, but different types and different colors of gladioli. So it reminds me of those times. I don't know if you should do it this way or this way. Yeah, probably this way doesn't make sense. The last two kits from the Magic Needle are nostalgia. I think that this pattern is so beautiful. It's so serene yet vibrant at the same time, because you see the flowers and you can hear the music, and you see the belly dancer dancing, spinning the to this music, and then you have a cup of probably coffee. You just sit there and enjoy life. So yeah, it's nostalgia. Also, Carnevale di Venezia. Um, it's a Venetian Carnival, or probably. I do like it because it's once again very vibrant. I bought it way before I ever thought that I'm gonna move to Italy, and I haven't been to Venetia. I haven't been to Venice yet. So maybe I should start this kit to and make a wish to go and see Venice. Carnevale di Venezia. Now we are slowly transferring into the era of Chinese kits. Honestly, I have nothing against the replicas that you can buy from Joy Sunday or any other brand. Actually, I do enjoy them. And by the amount of kits I have ordered from those marketplaces, you can see that I do like them. Uh, Probably Sunday is the most numerous representative of my collection, but I have a few less, or maybe these newer brands. It doesn't matter in its essence. So this is as you can see, it's Sunshine Girl Store. I don't know. It is a replica of a sampler designed by Owl Forest, which is called, I forgot, amethyst birds. They have amethysts, they have pearl birds, they have turquoise birds, and amber birds. Honestly, I like them all. I mean, I like the picture. Mm, in case you haven't heard about this brand, aside from the fact that they produce samplers, they use variegated floss. I mean, different shaded floss to stitch those patterns. The kit itself includes what, 6 colors of floss. And I'm not sure because I have a collection of variegated floss, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna replace the floss and stitch the pattern, or if I'm going to leave the floss and stitch the pattern. Leaving the floss would be much easier because it's gonna be faster. You can go one way, open the stitch and then close it when you go back, because when you use variegated floss, the rule is to start and finish the stitch one by one. That's how you create this pattern. I don't know if you can see. The picture isn't very good, but you can see the transition. I haven't looked at the pattern yet, but I think that all of this purple is actually one floss, but because of different sections, different dyed differently, it has this changing color. I don't know. That's the thing with me. I do admire samplers, but when I start doing them, I get bored. Mm, another another kit from this Sunshine Girl is a replica of Lanart. Um, I haven't actually stitched a single Lanart kit in my life, and I don't have originals. They are too expensive for me. Uh, as of now, so I buy replicas. On the one hand, I do like this kind of a diluted watercolor that most of the patterns come in. But on the other, you have seen like 1/3 of my collection and they are primarily vibrant. So I'm gonna give it a try because visually I like it, but how it's gonna come out, I'm not sure yet. Me and the hydrangeas. That's another pattern with hydrangeas. It's actually a replica of, maybe it's a LUCA-S or LETISTITCH. So yeah, another sea view. I'm actually not a fan of the sea. I mean, I like the scenery, but I'm not really a swimmer or sunbathing type of person. Um, and as I told you before, I don't have many original dimensions, but I have a few replicas. Here we have how many kits? One, two, or three? Probably just two. So, this one is coming home for the holidays. I do like the winter designs. I have holiday village in my processes. I'm about to finish it soon, and this one, I mean, each and every one of their winter patterns is exceptionally great. Unfortunately, in neither in Europe nor in Ukraine you do have this kind of winter anymore. Unfortunately. And another one is the summer bouquet. I have a couple of bouquets in my processes. One of them probably is here with me, and another one is still back in Ukraine, but it's gonna arrive by the winter holidays, and I'm gonna show it to you. So yeah, moving on. What do we have here? I hope you're not bothered by the noise, but there's no other way of showing you my collection without making a little bit of noise. Here, it's called Red Troublemakers. It is, the preview is a little bit too bleak. In reality, it is a very vibrant and very expressional pattern. It's about two cats, one is bothered by the other, and the cups, the ways, the flowers, the furniture, everything is much more vibrant and beautiful. I also have a companion to this kit. It's about it features a red cat sitting next to a vase with sunflowers, but it's also back at home. As you can see, I like collections for some reason. And yet another dimension copy. It is Garden Reflections. Honestly, it never attracted my attention until I saw a girl who finished this pattern and I saw its beauty in real life, because this preview is bad. The dimensions is preview isn't that much. I mean, it is better, but not as much as to make you fall in love with this pattern. And then when you see the finished piece, then you understand why people were looking for it. Um, what do we here? Probably there are two more kits. It is English Valley. I also saw this pattern stitched by another stitcher and I fell in love. I mean, the picture doesn't even doesn't get close to what the reality of this masterpiece would be. And there's also um Sacred Connection. I already started its companion with the girl shaman, with a girl, a Native American girl, but I left it home and I cannot find it where it is. I mean, Where did I leave it? I don't know. I probably stashed it somewhere. I know that no one would have thrown it out or anything. I like the. I'm sorry for. I like the history of Native Americans. I like their culture. I like their connection with nature. It appeals to me. So, um, I don't know why she's here. She wasn't supposed to be in Dimension collection, but it's another replica of Asian Lady in Blue by Art. I have started this one. I'm going to show it to you if you can see anything. Oh yeah, well, actually you can see the half stitch. I started and I didn't like it because I don't really like stitching in one floss. That's for once. And secondly, I don't like uh, how it comes out on white A uh, or white canvas of any kind. So I think that I'm going to dye it myself. I'm going to make it slightly blue or I don't know, marble blue, something like that. And then I'm going to restart this one. I do like the design and I do like its companion. It's with the Asian lady in pink. So I'm going to buy it someday too. Before I should have probably said it in the beginning, but some of you have asked me about the pens I use for grading my canvas, and this is exactly the kind of pens. They come with most of these kits from China. They come in different colors, but you can order them separately too. They wash away very, very well, so you don't have to like hold up. Oh, so you don't have to worry about it. They are like this thin. It is nice, but once I happened to order the ones with a thicker tip, and I like them better. But since I have many of those in my collection, I don't want to spend some money and acquire the ones with a thicker end. So there's no point. Here comes another pile of kits from Chinese marketplaces. This brand actually specializes in designer patterns. I mean, independent designers, but I have a couple of replicas on more or less famous brands. Um, Here's a design from Inna Peshkova. I don't know the name. I call it a sparrow on a. I don't know what type of flower this is. Geranium or something? Probably, or maybe not. Um, Once again, the preview is very blurry, but it is a poppy sampler from Owl Forest. It also comes. This is the pattern is like this. It has ordinary floss and some small count Ada. It's probably 18th count, so I'm going to change it. Um, I do like lanterns. I don't know, there's something special about them. I don't remember who's the designer of this picture, but I call it a summer lantern. I have already stitched a spring lantern. I have a winter lantern in my processes, and this one's gonna be a summer one. And yes, this is This is a kit because it has a numbered floss and it has a canvas, but it doesn't have a preview. And the preview is, hold up a second. It is Ravenclaw living room. It is a designer pattern by Elena Lartsova. Yes, I'm a team Gryffindor, but honestly, I like the Slytherin and the Ravenclaw living rooms the most. The color palette is magnificent, even though I like red color, but Gryffindor living room, I don't know. Yes, I plan to stitch all of them, all four of them, even though I haven't started even one. My love for seasons doesn't end with lanterns. I have these beautiful cats, but for some reason I don't see spring here. That just occurred to me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's somewhere in between winter and summer. Oh, maybe this part is about the spring. I was planning on starting already graded the canvas, but I haven't. I don't know why. Maybe there was something with the digital pattern. Um, as I said, I have a beautiful husky dog and every kind of wolf or pup looks to me as if it was mine. Even though mine is a boy and this one with the flowers in her ears looks like a girl, it's still a tribute to my dog. I think the original name is Lunar Dog, but I don't remember the who's the designer. Um, Here's the circle from one of many botanical circles from Alice Ogneas. She has circles dedicated to everything: flowers, seasons, cities, I don't know, anything you name it. Uh, I like lily flowers, so obviously I chose this one, but also have I had another one in my stash, but I already stitched it, so I'm gonna show it to you later on. Uh, this is a bouquet from, I don't remember the name of the designer. Just a beautiful purple bouquet. The flowers are like marshmallow. As I said, not all the patterns come are individual designer replicas or compilations. This one is from LUCA-S. I've been planning to acquire this kit for longest while, but for some reason I was postponing it. And then I saw a very beautiful price for this kit. It was like probably under $10 or something. And it comes like with this pile of floss. And it is also on 14th count Ada, but I'm going to switch it. I'm going to stitch it on goblin canvas, and I'm going to stitch it in half stitch so that it is smaller and it stitches faster. This pattern is a replica for Mereshka's something. Maybe it is an evening in Paris. I don't know. I also bought it. I know that this brand makes good quality kits. So they actually include cotton. I suppose it is cotton floss. Very similar to dimensions. This is a replica of Magic Needle. I probably could have acquired an original pattern, but I didn't want to wait. That's why I bought it from AliExpress. Besides, it was a lot cheaper than the original one. This gorgeous design is by Ekaterina Volkova. Um, I have a couple of her designs in my processes right now. I don't know, I like her works. Once again, her works always include lots of backstage and lots of blends, and I like them. I like those. This is the time when I bought a pattern before I found a digital pattern for it. I like it. I like the lighthouses. I like the flowers and the whales. But the only thing is that I don't have a digital pattern for it, and it's not like I can't use the paper pattern to stitch. I can, but the pattern this kit has is very small. I mean the symbols are very tiny. That's why I don't want to overstress my eyes. So maybe one day I'm going to find the digital pattern and then I'm going to stitch this beautiful piece. We're moving on to the last set of Chinese patterns, but we're like halfway through my kits. This is a dimension replica called Treasure Time. Honestly, I never planned to get this one. When I ordered this kit, I was thinking that I ordered Holiday Village, and instead they sent me this one, and that's why I bought an original one. So I don't regret anything. I'm going to stitch it one day. This is a replica by Magic Needle. It's something, I don't know the actual name, but it says Windowsill Flower Basket. So let's call it this way. It is not printed, it is on white canvas. I probably should have ordered it on printed canvas, but at that time I wasn't that fond of printed canvas. Um, you can't imagine how badly I wanted to stitch this piece. It is a replica by someone's famous painting. I don't know the name of the artist, I'm sorry. And it is by Ekaterina Volkova, who already tried stitching, and I know that her patterns are great, but the her pattern was leaked somewhere online, and the pattern does not coincide with the original picture. So I mean, it does coincide in symbols, but it doesn't in colors. So if you want to waste your time and get some patchy outcome, you may want to try it. But which I'm not. I am disappointed because I was waiting for this one to come and I wanted to start it ASAP. But I still keep it. Maybe someday because you cannot actually buy from the designer. At the moment, you cannot find this pattern anywhere. So maybe sometime it's gonna be available on one of the marketplaces, and actually the flows will coincide. Who knows? This is also a replica for Mareshka's pattern. Also, I don't know what is the name of this kit, but I like it, so I ordered it. I I have the original pattern from this designer, but I forgot the designer's name. I plan to start this lighthouse in peonies this summer, but then I was tired of making too many starts, so I postponed it. So now it is in my collection, but it's still very beautiful. It is the very small preview as opposed to the general preview. but in reality the outcome is worth your time. The rest of the kits will be printed kits. I'm going to show you, in case you haven't tried printed patterns from J. Sandy, I'm going to show you how they look like so that you have a general idea. So this is how the pattern looks. It's they name it cats on the windowsill, but it is probably the correct name of it is purring autumn. I have a purring summer in the projects, and I have this one in my collection. So the printed version, as you can see, it is very small, and the printed version looks like this. You can probably do it, I don't know, maybe in 2 weeks time. It's quite simple because this number 22, you can see how much of it stitches all around the pattern. But the original design has a lot of half stitch and back stitch, and the peculiarity of this patterns is that the half stitch is stitched differently. It's like one is going right and another is going left and vice versa. So you have to be careful. But I don't think if you stitch according to the printed pattern, if you're gonna have a bad result. I mean, look at this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. As you can see, the one half stitch is going this way, another is going this way. But I'm not sure if they included that into the kit. This is also a printed canvas kit, but it is it's something about the quilts, seaside quilts. I don't remember. It is a replica by Design Works. This preview wouldn't have attracted me whatsoever, but I've been following a lady who has an original pattern, and she stitches it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. That's why she prompted me to find this and acquire. I think that the final result is going to be a lot better than this preview, so you don't have to worry about it. Actually, I have a couple of patterns stitched by the printed on the printed canvas, so I will vouch that the result is great. It's not worse that in many cases it isn't worse than the original. This one is pattern I had some troubles acquiring. First of all, I wanted the printed version of this. I could have acquired the original one, but I wanted the printed one. But when I found a very lucrative price and I ordered it, the seller on AliExpress sent me a wrong pattern. I mean, it's not wrong, it's completely different. It's non-existent replica. There's something of their own creation. And I was so angry and I was so disappointed. But then we had a dispute and he returned the money and said that I could keep the kit they sent me as a present, and then I reordered this one, and finally it came the right version. I don't think it's gonna be this patchy. I mean, it looks like it is quite stained. I think it's gonna be a lot more beautiful. But if it isn't, I'm not gonna be crying over it. I will enjoy the process of stitching anyway. This is also a printed canvas replica of LUCA-S's Tiger in Flowers. I don't know the correct name of this, but I do like animals, especially the kitties. Mm, I have, it's also one of the Dimensions replicas. wintertime designs. I don't know the correct name of it. Mm. But this scene has so much action, and actually, um, I didn't grow up anywhere near to the US, which the Dimension brand is actually probably founded in, but it has so much Slavic vibe to it. I mean, actually, I can picture my childhood when I look at this design. It's so different. It's so weird. So, yeah. And this is the snowy night of Christmas. Yet again, dimensions. Same old, but still very beautiful. I've shown you before that I have a weak spot for famous painter replicas. I know that actually Van Gogh didn't paint anything like this. He painted the Starry Night, but I found this. I mean, it's not. It's like the collection of all of his pieces in one. I don't know what the result's gonna be because it is printed canvas on 11th count, and I haven't tried this brand before. Well, I'll show you the end result. Hope it's gonna be, yeah, it's not gonna be that detailed or this smooth or as vivid as the preview because they make the preview more attractive than the actual outcome, but who knows? Yes, that's what I was talking about. That's the pattern they sent me instead of the lilac lilacs on the windsill or something. Um, I don't know if I'm going to be ever stitching this. I will probably use the canvas and the thread for my own needs. I mean, or maybe I'm going to give it to someone, like a present to someone who wants to learn how to stitch. I still don't know. It is still in my collection, so it means I'm not certain about what to do with it. Um, one more unknown Chinese brand. What attracted me about this picture is that it is big, it is colorful, it has a lot of flowers. That's everything I can tell you. Well, it has 36 colors. It has 11th or maybe 10th count Ada. So it's gonna be pleasant to stitch. Uh, Unfortunately, I don't have a preview for this one because it came like this without the preview. Maybe it has, yeah, it has this tiny preview. It is a pair of wools, a black and a white one in flowers. Also haven't tried this. I mean, you can see the outlines of wolves. You can see butterflies. You can see flowers. So what can go wrong? Hopefully nothing. We are two brands away from finishing this video. The only two brands left are LUCA-S and Nova Sloboda. Um, so I'm going to start with LUCA-S. Mm, it's called Her Majesty's Roses. It is half cross stitch. I mean the goblin stitch pattern. I have a companion which is pretty much similar to it, but it has, I mean, this one has more blue to it, and then the other one has more pink to it. So I'm taking just one with me. Mm -hmm. Here comes the Italian with flowers. I suppose that is also a replica of some painting, but I don't know whose, and it doesn't say on the preview. It is also a goblin collection, so it is done in half stitch. I don't know. I like it. It attracts me. The traditional costume, the ancient times, the mountains in the background. Also, there's one more to it. It is called the aquarium, koi carps. It is one of more recent of their designs. Um, by the way, in case you didn't know, there's the belief or saying if you stitch a picture or painting with 9 koi carps, you're gonna, I don't know, welcome wealth into your life. When I saw this kit, I instantly fell in love with it. Not only because I have a dog that is kind of similar to a wolf, but because, wolves symbolize loyalty, and the depiction of these wolves is ideal. It's perfect, it's supreme. I don't know what else to say. And I was planning to start it this autumn, but then I don't know why I didn't. I will probably soon time. I mean, I will probably do it soon. That's gorgeous. Also, I have some inexplicable pull to poppies. Um, this large pattern comes as a centerpiece, which can be paired by these two on the side. For for some reason, I don't like any of these, but the centerpiece it captivated me. But I must say that I haven't seen anyone stitching it. I haven't seen anyone buying it because I've been watching a lot of Flosstube on a daily basis, and I haven't seen anyone get it. I don't know. I think it is majestic. It's not magnetic. It's just majestic. The only thing that kind of bothers me is just these drips, especially this one. I can understand, but I don't know. Maybe I'm going to remove them when I'm going to be. I'm just gonna fill it out with black or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll see. You'll see. But in general, I like the composition. Um, this is a kit from LETISTITCH, but I put them together with the LUCA-S because for me they are one and the same. They are like just the two branches of the same brand. Mm, when you look at it, it seems like there are way too many details. It's like you have two birds, you have ships, you have a lighthouse, you have flowers, some kind of. By the way, of they look, it's like tropical flowers, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, it could be a fictional picture. Why not? Oh, I wonder if I put anything else. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So here's this kind of also I think it looks like a sampler or like a street view. It is also by Letty Stitch, but it is a Chinese replica I bought, so I put them together into the same. Yeah, one of the bad things about Look at is that their previews are like badly glued to the packaging. Moving on. Mm-mm. Oh, once again, I don't have the full preview, but it is this majestic, vibrant, passionate Spanish girl. I I don't. Yes, for me, in my case, it is Goblin version because they have a 16th Ada, and also had a Goblin version of this pattern. And also, I have this beautiful dinner in the garden, romantic garden. It looks like a painting too. Um, this one, Camper's Cabin, it is one of their probably hit kits that blew out in blew up. I don't know, in 2022 or maybe 21. So I'm not the exception. I fell in love with this pattern too. They have a companion pattern to this, which is called Magic of Nature, something like that. But for me, they are way too similar. So I chose this one because it has flowers and a chalet. So it has like some life. I mean, it's not like the nature doesn't have life to it, but this one has human life to it, I would say. Mm, the greatness of nature. It is probably a companion to the picture I've showed you a second before. I remember that it was one of the last kits I bought in Ukraine before before leaving. So it has some strings attached. But no harsh feelings, nothing sad, yet I still enjoy everything that I got from home. And the last one, it's Christmas interior. If you follow LUCA-S's designs, they have a bunch of those. They have them in white and gold and red. I got it in blue. There's the personal motive for that. So, well, actually, it's not I got it. It was again my mom got it for me. It was a present, but on my advice, she got this one for me. Rumdroll. We arrived at the final stop of our collection viewing, and it is the most humorous in my stash, so please bear with me. It is the brand called Nova Sloboda. It is Ukrainian brand. One of the main peculiarities of this brand is that they have, aside from the peculiar, unique designs, they also have a specific canvas they introduce they add to the kits. I'm going to be sometimes in some kits they have blank white canvas, which doesn't probably deserve much of an attention. But I have a lot of those that I have printed canvas, and I want to share them with you because they are exceptionally beautiful, and I think that you probably would like to see it. In this case, the the kit is called in Tiffany style. One day when I finish it, I plan to hang it in my kitchen. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the canvas that the pattern should be stitched on. As far as I know, it doesn't wash out. So you can, after you finish your work, you can wash it, or after you frame it, you can re-wash it. So, although I haven't tried myself yet, so when I do, I will tell you. Just look at this. It's like, kind of vintage wallpapers or something. I haven't checked it, but I think this part on the canvas remains blank. It's like you don't stitch anything in it. It is used as a background. The next one is called Summer Terrace. It is one of their earliest designs. So it might look a little bit primitive on the preview, but I think in reality it's gonna look different. I don't think it's gonna look anything like that. It's gonna be supreme. And once again, hold up. It comes with printed canvas. Just imagine stitching on this. Um, I do like soft canvas, so for me it is perfect. Perfect combo. It is easy on the eye. It's not like very bright so that it's gonna be distracting. As you can see, it's quite large. Um, as you know, the upcoming year, 2026, is gonna be a year of a horse, according to the Chinese calendar. So the brand has presented this beautiful design, which is called, hold up, it's called simply Magic Horse. Apart from the unusual canvas, it also has beads, but I didn't want to dive that deep into the kit. It has beads, just trust me. um, and this is the background, the printed background. Breathtaking. It is yet another terrace, but it's called Cozy Veranda. This time it doesn't have any cats, but it has a lot of flowers. That's why I like it. And it also has a printed canvas, which look like this. I was I was checking if it's the canvas from the same pattern because kind of looks so different from the design itself. But yes, you can see the road here, the shed. So yeah. Pink Nocturne. Honestly, I have a collection of those birds and animals. And they've been presenting different, all kinds of animals in kind of this background. So you'll see. So in this pink nocturne, the canvas looks like this. Just look at this gorgeous canvas. Also, when I was showing you my projects, I was talking about the unique flaws that this brand uses, and I'll try to show it to you a bit closer. As you can see, these are like very thin sewing threads. It looks like they are sewing threads, but I'm not that much into the field, so I wouldn't know. But they are extremely pleasant to work with. They are very soft and they don't tangle. So that's the palette for Pink Nocturne. I know I've shown you a lot of winter like mm, kits and patterns before, primarily from Dimensions, but I had to get this one because it resonates with me personally. It reminds me of my native city. Um, it's called the Cozy Night, so I had to get it. It's like one. It's like a typical replica of the city I used to live in, and the canvas, as gorgeous as the design itself. Wouldn't you say? I mean, yeah, those blue blobs, it looks like they're out of place, but they are going to be stitched. They're gonna be covered with floss, and I think that in the end they're going to radiate some light or some warmth, and it's going to add up to the evening atmosphere. I mentioned before that I have a weak spot for old times. I wouldn't say that this lady looks like she's like from ancient times. Maybe it is 1900s or something. But still, I like it. And it also comes with, look at that. Look at this canvas. I don't know. I'm just enjoying it myself. Um, mm. As I said, some of their patterns come on simple white canvas, and this is one of them. It is called the Velvet Season. It's a worthy picture to be stitched one day. Again, poppies. What is it with me and poppies? Although it's called Rosy Suit. This pattern has this kit has a quite subtle printing, and it is spraying a bit. But it comes with beads, so the beads will compensate the subtleness of this canvas. Moving on. This brand also produces replicas for famous painters' paintings. I'm not sure if it is an actual replica of Van Gogh's painting or maybe it is some kind of a take on. I don't know. Um, I haven't. I mean, I didn't pick this one when I was making an order, by the way. It's called In the Garden. The seller uh, sent it to me as a gift, which I am forever grateful. Yeah, I was looking at this pattern, but I didn't quite make up my mind whether I should get it or not. Well, but now it is in my collection, so I'm definitely going to stitch it someday. Um, this one, I don't know, I like, even though I don't drink tea, except for when I'm actually very sick and I mean, when I have a cold and I have to drink some tea. In real life, I drink coffee more, but I like the atmosphere and I like the attributes of tea making, tea drinking. I mean, in general, I like the design. I like the background. I like the tiles. Since I'm not showing you the canvas, you might have already gathered that it's going to be stitched on white canvas. That's why there's no use of showing it. One of the things that I noticed when I moved to Italy, it's that I mean, maybe it's in the area that I live in, they don't have peonies. And in Ukraine, peonies, they're like field flowers that they grow in every yard, every garden. Mm, that's why I wanted another connection with my homeland. That's why I ordered this kit. Besides these peonies, I'm not sure if there is actually kind of flowers that are yellow on the outside and pink on the inside. Even if it is a creative take on peonies, I do like it, and I'm going to stitch it one day. Yes, the hardest part is going to be this black background since it is stitched in white Ada, but there's nothing you can manage, right? As well as peonies, I love lilies. That's why I bought this kit. Yes, it's gonna be once again difficult because of this dark background, which is going to be stitched on on white color Ada. Mm. Honestly, this is the pattern I sort of regret because a year after maybe a year and a half after I got this one, they presented a new kit which has lilies, but of different colors, not just white lilies, but rose, white, orange. For some time, I was thinking about maybe I should acquire the second one, but no, I'm not. I suppose I'm not. Um, This is the probably one of the newest designs that the brand presented, which is called Watermill. I don't know. Mm, it kind of brings me into the Witcher world. I don't know if you've read or watched the Witcher series or Witcher books. I don't know. There's a weird connection between this design and the Witcher books. This kit is also stitched on white canvas. For me, it's our native Carpathians, so I couldn't have passed by this kit without acquiring it. Um, yes, the theme of medieval castles and ladies and stuff still continues, but this time it comes with hold up, such a beautiful canvas. As you can see, the castle itself, I mean, the tower of the castle is actually printed in the background, and a bit of pine trees. We'll see how it comes out. I must admit, I'm not a fan of orchids. I had one, which was a gift from my son's birthday, and it died. And then I had another one, which is probably going to bloom soon, so I hope. But all in all, I'm not a fan of. I mean, I like the flowers, but I don't know how to grow them well. Yet once I've seen the canvas that the stitcher who acquired it first was showing, I was like, yes, I must have it. There's nothing particular about it. It's just a bunch of greenish and pinkish blobs. But I don't know, it captured me, and now I think that I must stitch it. Yeah. Mm, again, ladies in beautiful dresses. Just look at their faces. I hope they're not gonna look like this when I finish them because they I don't know how to call them. um mm, the, Get the canvas itself. You wouldn't make out a separate pattern on this canvas because it's kind of blurry, but when you stitch the design on it, it somehow makes sense, in my opinion. In my opinion, plus, at least. The past year, 2024 was a year of a dragon, and I bought this kit because I thought that I'm going to finish the symbol of the year. Yeah, as you might have guessed, I failed, yet still I like the pattern very much, so I'm going to uh stitch it regardless. And just look at this canvas, it's just cosmic. I don't know, it's exceptional. And this one comes with a companion, which is not actually related in no way. But it is a couple of lions, which is called Bonus of the Savannah. I think the preview is a little darker than it's gonna be. Yeah, I told you that I have a collection of those. Yeah, this canvas is not very peculiar because it's the same as with the Panther and the King of the Jungle. Um, yeah, again, with the ladies in the fancy dresses and flowers and dogs. By the feels of it, this canvas is also from one of their oldest times. How can I tell? It's because these older ones they feel softer than the newer one. It's gorgeous. It was also one of my new newest. Yes, it's probably the newest acquisition from this brand. Um, I don't know. I just like the flowers. Uh, when I bought it, I thought that I liked the flowers. That was the most part that attracted me. But then I saw the canvas. Yeah, it's going to be fun and bright to stitch. Mm, this kit is called Pomegranate Oasis. It also on the preview it looks a lot duller. I mean, it is. It looks like red and white, but it looks a little. a little bit duller than it's gonna look in real life. And I think that these canvas, they're like primarily black with a discolored blob, but I think that this discoloration and the transition between light and dark is gonna to add some. I would say that it is going to light the pattern up from beneath, in my opinion. I haven't seen anyone doing this stitch. I have seen a couple of people having it in their collection, but I haven't actually seen anyone start it. The Forest Sorceress. How could I not acquire it? I like owls. Owls for some time. I wanted to get an owl as a pet, but I know that they are demanding when it comes to looking after them. So I stick to dogs and cats instead. When you look on the preview, it's hard to tell that the back. I mean, it looks like almost the background is black, but when you look on the canvas, you can see that it's dark emerald green. Which is alluring aroma. I don't know if you know, but recently I've heard that peaches are the symbol of health. So I haven't gotten this kit in vain. Well, I haven't gotten it in vain anyway. Just look at this canvas. But now it gained another purpose or additional. I would say additional purpose. Just look at these colors and the dewdrops. Um, Evening by the Sea. I don't know. I do like female characters in cross stitching, regardless of what some people might say. I don't know. I enjoy because it looks aesthetic. It looks beautiful. It's like think about Bella Filipina designs or Mirabilia designs. They look absolutely stunning. Besides, when they are if they are stitched on such a gorgeous canvas. The reason why I haven't started this one yet is just because I don't have the digital pattern for it, and I'm a bit too lazy to stitch by paper chart. Even though I don't know, I'll try to show you that the paper chart from the brand is quite readable. I mean, the symbols are large, so it's maybe just I'm getting too lazy because I've been stitching using various apps that help me, and using apps makes stitching way faster. By the way, if you have any questions about the apps that I use for cross stitching, just drop me a line in comments. I have a few of them, so I can recommend something in case you need. But this canvas is not like very outstanding, but since the pattern is almost full coverage, Christmas flowers, and I know that the preview is a bit pale, but I know that the outcome is going to be a lot more vibrant because just look at these fonts. So yeah. Yeah, the marigold flowers. They are also, I don't know if you know, probably you don't, but they are one of the symbols of Ukraine. A while back, and probably these days, they grow in every garden. Even here in Italy, we planted different sorts of marigolds because it's not because of the connection. I mean, maybe because of the connection to home country, but also because they look beautiful and I like the smell. Some people say that it is a little bit too harsh, too accurate, I would say. But over the years, I've come to like it. So the canvas, I like this. You cannot see any definitive pattern on the canvas, but when combined with the floss, it's going to look gorgeous. Mm. Breakfast for soul, indeed. What else would one need? A vase full of flowers, cup of coffee, fresh strawberries and pancakes. As for the canvas, it looks like this. You can see a window, curtains, and a bit of the wall. But if you look at the pattern, some bits of the printed canvas, I mean the design, it's gonna be covered by the stitched pattern, which makes the picture whole, in my opinion. Am I tired yet? Because we're arrived at the last design, at the last kit in my stash, in my collection, which is called Oriental Sweets. I remember the moment I saw this, I probably couldn't sleep for some time, and I was dreaming about this kit, and I thought when I get it, I'm going to start it right away. But then I got it, I enjoyed it, and I put it away. The the canvas is pretty much regular, but this part, I don't know, it's the art that is printed. So yeah, this is the end of my current kits. That's been quite a journey. I hope you bared with me all this time. I want to thank you for your patience and your interest into my hobby. If you have any questions about any of the kits I haven't unpacked on video, if you want to know some specifications or anything, just drop me a line in the comments. Other than that, thank you very much. Uh, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification button if you don't want to miss any uploads from me, which are gonna be coming up soon. Have a good time. See you in the next videos. Bye.